All right, so number one would be, with everything going on, with the virus and things like that. The good thing about, Amazon, it is, uh, recession proof and also depression proof as well. So one of the things is that, you'll be able to go ahead and still work, no matter what. People are going to need things delivered. Like, for example, a lot of people are not going to work right now. So, and we've, or at least for, Amazon and things like that, for myself, I've been lucky enough to still, work during this whole thing, and, still, provide for my family and things like that. So that's one of the good things about, working for Amazon, is that you will work and you'll have a job no matter what. It's not like, it's the company's gonna shut down, or like kind of like a place where if it's not doing good, they're gonna let people go and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, before all this, if I'm not mistaken, Amazon was laying off a lot of companies, but that was only because, well, one, sometimes their performance isn't that well, and they really look into that. If the performance of the drivers are not really good, they'll most likely let them go if their contract is going to be coming up, and instead of renewing it. So that's why a lot of dispatchers, or at least the owners, focus on our score on our mentor, and how many packages we bring back and things like that. So that's one of the things, at least that's number one, that you'll basically work no matter what. All right, so next one would be number two, would be the hours and days that you work. So, for example, the good thing about Amazon is we work 10-hour shifts, which means you only get to work 4 days a week. So, for example, as far as for my company, the way they do it, you'll have a set schedule, and that's going to be your set schedule. Other companies, I know they do 4 days off, 4 days on, and things like that. It's a little weird. Let's say, for example, you'll work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the next week you'll work Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so things like that. It's a little weird, but the good thing with my company is that we have a set schedule, so we know exactly the days that we're going to be working. For example, for myself, I work Monday to Thursday, and then have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So right now, because packages have been a little, low, I believe we're only working 8 hours, so that's our shift to finish. But before all this happened, we would work 10 hours. So the good thing is that you'll have 3 days off no matter what, unlike working in other places, Monday to Friday and things like that, have Saturday, Sunday off. So that's one of the good things. Another good thing about Amazon as well is it's going to be busy. So let's say, for example, if you're working your 4 days, you want to go ahead and pick up some extra days, you can also, you definitely can, as long as you're performing well and you're not always behind, your dispatchers will definitely go ahead and have you come on in. For example, like for myself, if I would want to pick up a day, it wouldn't be no issue and things like that. Of course, I try not to be out as much as possible if I don't have to. So right now I'm just working my 4 days, but before I would go ahead and do about 100. I think the most I did was like 111 hours in 2 weeks, and that was a pretty good check as well. So the good thing is that you can always get overtime. So that's always another good thing with working with Amazon as well. All right, and then step number three. So one of the things that's also cool about it is that you're not stuck in an office. You're actually driving around, and then while me doing this, I was actually able to find like restaurants and like other places that I didn't even know existed. And if it wasn't for this job, I would have not even known about that. So now sometimes whenever I go like see a place that I like while I was driving, I remember where it's at, and then I'll take either my family over there to, kind of just relax and things like that. So that's another cool thing about also working, is just you get to explore, see other things, and everything like that. Don't mind my knee, I just have my leg up because I don't know. I'm sitting down here. I'm surprised this thing can actually, pick me up, or not pick me up, but like, I guess weigh me. But if it breaks, not bad. But I don't think so. I mean, I hope not. But yeah, so it is hot in here though, that is for sure. But yeah, that's step number three. That's the cool thing about working, is that you're not stuck in an office. You're driving around. You don't have to worry about much besides just making sure you don't crash. But for the most part, it's pretty chill when you're driving around as well. All right, and then there is number 4, which is gonna be you don't have a box with you, 24/7, or they're not in the same area where you're at. So the good thing about it is that when you're a driver, the only thing like you deal with is in the beginning, when you get your stuff, you go and load out and things like that. And that's not like you're like with the dispatchers and anything for that. And it's only for like 30 minutes. Ooh, sorry. So it's only for like 30 minutes, and it's not that it's not bad at all. Most of the time in your shift, you're by yourself in in your van, so that's always a good thing, is that you don't have anyone right behind you over here, like seeing what are you doing or why are you behind and things like that. So that's one of the things that's good, is that you don't have anyone behind you, making sure you're doing your work and things like that. Now, of course, if you fall behind, they're able to see it, because they do have a computer where they let them know like how long, if you're behind and things like that. If you're really behind, then obviously they'll call you and text you. But if you're on it pretty much, then we gotta worry about anything. You'll deliver, and you're just gonna be by yourself. It's basically you and the van. That's pretty much it. And then number 5 is exercise. The good thing about it is you're up and down all the time, and you're walking to places. Even if you get apartments, you're walking a lot as well. So you're getting your exercise in, or you're getting your cardio in, especially now, because you can't leave. You can't go to the gym or nothing like that. So the good thing about it is that I get my cardio when I'm working, going, up and down stairs, when it comes to apartments, even if it's houses, going to, a house over here, maybe a house across the street and things like that. So that's another good thing, is that you get your exercise in, and you do sweat. Obviously last week it was 80-90 degrees, so I got a good sweat in and things like that. But exercise is going to be the last and final thing. Obviously there's more, but I just kind of wanted to go more with the top 5. All right, guys, so this video was a little bit more different. I didn't take you guys with me to deliver and things like that. I kind of want to do a different video, just because all my videos have been that. So I kind of just want to do a different video for it. Before I let videos over, I would love to thank you guys for all the support, and I appreciate all the likes and comments that you guys leave down below. We surpassed my goal, which was 100 subscribers, and I think I'm at 115, so I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. The next goal is going to be, of course, trying to get to 200, and then 300, 400, 500, and then basically to however we could do it. So thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate the support that you guys have been showing me. And then like I mentioned in all my videos, if you guys have any questions, or if you guys decide to do Amazon, or if you guys are thinking about becoming a driver, I would definitely recommend it, just because obviously all the top 5 things that I mentioned earlier, but it's pretty good. You'll get a good amount of money and things like that. So I really would recommend doing it if you guys are interested in it. And then, like I said, if you guys have any questions or any concerns, just leave it down in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to go ahead and answer that, answer it as soon as possible. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and then also subscribe if you are new. 90% of you guys that are watching my channel are not subscribed, so make sure you do subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys next time.